Today, we're going to have a talk with a Filipino biologist and a researcher at UP Diliman Institute of Biology. He recently went to Mongolia to present his research on the integrative taxonomy of endemic Philippine Peccopetra and was awarded the best oral presentation. He also co-discovered a new stonefly species called Neoperla lamaceae that was found in the La Mesa watershed. News outlets posted about it everywhere. Now, we're going to get to know his life more closely. So please all welcome Sir John DeMarco Ricafort. Hi, Sir Marco.
Hello!
Hello, sir.
Hello.
So we're here at UP Diliman, where, saan ba to, sir?
Nandito tayo sa Arboretum ng, yung complete name niya is UP Diliman Institute of Biology EDC Arboretum.
Apo.
I think joint venture siya with the Energy Development Corporation. Pero here we are.
Yes,
So,
ang
ang mga
ganda.
nakatanim dito is mga native and endemic threatened species na
Yes. So, yeah.
plants.
Super ganda and it's just very beautiful. Kaya I was like, sige sir, dito tayo mag-interview. But I just want to say, sir, thank you din for accepting my invitation to talk with
Yes, of
Wavy.
course.
I was super happy when we got to finally talk about this and then now we're here. So yeah, I want to ask you, sir, how's your life been recently?
Okay naman, quite relieved because the trajectory that I took with my career path, I think as of now, rewarding pa naman siya. So, hindi naman ako masyadong nag-regret. Well, I was supposed to take medicine.
Oh,
Kasi,
talaga?
yes, oo. Kasi most of the biology students who study here take up medicine, no? Onti lang yung mga nagiging researcher, ecologists, teachers, and mga professors. Pero, isa ako sa mga nabudol na mag-masters. And I'm very happy right now where I'm at.
I see. Ang galing. Yung pala yung, that's what's been going on with you.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk to you about your past in education. So you went through senior high school and college. Now you're in masters na.
Right.
So where did you study in senior high school, sir?
So, I took my senior high school sa University of Santo Tomas Senior High School sa Manila. Sa ako nag-high school? Sa Maris School, Marikina. Shout out. Parehas na Maris.
Opo, senior high school lang.
Yes.
So what strand did you take nung ka, sir? Senior high school?
Senior high school, STEM.
STEM.
I took STEM.
I see. So after that, you went to college, tas nandito ka na. This is where you
Yes,
started.
yes.
What was your course nung una?
Dito sa...
Before you took masters?
I took BS Biology.
BS Biology. I see. So, what was your life like nung senior high school ka?
Nung senior high school, I could have gone sa Maris for senior high school. Pero ang iniisip ko nung time na yon is I wanted a new environment. Maybe somewhere na I could be challenged.
Gets.
I think mata-challenge naman ako sa Maris, pero gusto ko yung parang new environment. Manila, ganun, everything.
Gets.
So, I went there to UST and oh my God, ang hirap. Ang tagal ko nag-adjust and baksak-baksak yung mga grades ko ng mga first quarter and mahirap mag-commute.
Totoo.
Gising ka na alas 4, alis ka na alas 5, dadating ka doon alas 7. Mahirap, lalo na yung pauwi. Ganun.
True.
I went to senior high thinking I was gonna be an engineer.
Oh.
But then I met si calculus. I met yung si mga
Math.
gen math, ganon, and everything, pre-cal and everything.
Opo.
And then I realized, baka hindi ako para dito.
Hindi ka big fan ng math.
I used to be, nung high school.
Gets.
Yeah. I used to be, pero not really, nung senior high. Pero, yun, what I really love nung senior high school is yung environment sa Manila and the people there. My friends, I met my lifelong friends sa senior high school. So,
Ang galing. I see. So, yung pala yung life mo. Of course, mahirap nga kasi outside Manila. Kaya
Yeah.
malayo talaga ang pagkukumitan actually. I get it. So yeah, you went to college na. You got the ecology course. I want to ask you, what made you have an interest? Like, bakit ka nag-iba ng isip?
in terms of yung sa college.
Opo, kasi 'di ba you said you wanted to be engineered?
Right. Ang talagang lifelong dream ko is to become a pilot. Talaga, since
okay.
Maris and since childhood. But then again, being a pilot in a fast route, dapat mag-enroll ako sa mga flight school. Number one, wala naman masyadong resources to fast track being a pilot. And number two, I really love the academe, no? I really love learning.
Ah,
And when I had the opportunity to enroll in universities such as UST and UP, hindi ko yung pinalagpas.
okay.
So, nung senior high school ako, naisip ko rin na, ayun, yung so magpa-pilot ako or mag-engineer or magdo-doktor.
Mm-mm.
So, napunta ako sa choice ng pagdo-doktor eventually in the end of my senior high school. Pasok na ako sa UST. Kasi doon, kapag mayroon kang nakuhang certain quota ng grade, parang hindi mo na din may entrance exam. Pagaling ka na doon.
Okay.
So actually, naka-enroll na ako doon and meron na akong section and everything. Nasa GC na ako. Med Bio ako doon.
Med Bio.
Oo, Med Bio ako doon. And then, biglang ito si UP, naglabas ng result. Actually, nakalimutan ko na nag-apply ako sa UP nung time na yun. Nag-chat na lang yung mga kaibigan ko. Kasi, kontento na ako eh. Nasa UST na ako, Med Bio na ako doon eh. Tapos naalala ko nga pala, nag-apply ako sa UP. Tapos, chinek ko yung portal ko. Congratulations. Nakapasa ko, sabi ko, anong gagawin ko ngayon? So, pinili ko UP, syempre. No regrets. Pero here I am now. I went to UP thinking I'm gonna be a doctor. That's the track.
Ang galing.
That's the track talaga.
I see. So that's what it was. Okay. Gets ko na. Kasi super unique kasi, sir, when I was researching about your life.
Right.
Sobrang unique ng ginagawa mo.
Yes,
Again, like finding new bug species. Tapos you're like exploring the ecology. Tapos parang sabi ko, never akong nakakita ng tao na ganun. May ganun pala.
Yes.
That's why I was so interested din po talaga.
It's really rare.
Diba?
career.
It's a really rare career. So, ganun pala yung life nung when being interested in biology. So, you went here. Now, what was your life like right now in what was your life like nung
In college?
Opo, undergraduate?
Oh, well, since galing ako sa pandemic nung
Ganitong
time.
pandemic.
So, pandemic nung most of my life sa UST.
Opo.
Nag-last lang ako doon ng a sem and a half. And then, online na and everything. So, syempre, alam nyo naman yung buhay nung online. Sobrang demotivating and everything.
True.
And basically, all of my thinking skills ay parang nawala nung time na yon. So, nung pagdating ko dito sa UP, adjust, kung mahirap na yung adjustment ko ng UST, mas mahirap pa yung naging adjustment ko dito. I managed naman na parang, actually, nung time na yon, kinakabahan ako. Kasi alam ko yung sarili ko mag-isip nung high school.
Opo.
Talagang kaya ko mag-aral, kaya kong sumagot ng exam, ganon. Pero nung pandemic, parang hindi na ako makakabisado ng mga bagay.
Opo,
nawala na yung out of
totoo.
practice.
Totoo.
So kinakabahan ako. Sabi ko, re-regain ko ba yun? Well, after a few sems of UP, sabi ko, okay, hindi naman pala ako naging totally dumb. Ganon.
Gets.
My life in UP is pretty adventurous, no? Thinking na I'm gonna be a doctor. Pero dito sa UP kasi, pahirapan ang units. We actually plan our own schedules.
Kayo pala nagpa-plan.
Wala kaming parang block na parang, okay, mag-enroll ka, ito na yung section. Hindi. Ikaw maghahanap ng section, ikaw maghahanap ng professor and everything. So, ikaw magbablock-block ng ano. So, you need to know the prerequisites, yung ilang units pwede mong kunin per semester, and in sequence. You can ask some people, maybe your advisor, ganun. Pero, basically, we're on our own. Now, the problem with that is, most of the time, there's too many students for the allotted units you can have for a certain institute or so class. So, nag-aagawan ng mga estudyante sa units per semester. There's 2 tracks sa UP Biology, yung cellular and organismal biology and yung ecology and evolution biology. Tama ba? Yun yung track ko, pero hindi ko talaga nakabisado yung ibig sabihin ng EEB. Basta EEB kami. I love EEB. Go EEB. Ganon. Napunta ako sa EEB dahil yung mga free electives ko, lahat naging taxonomy kasi yun lang yung available. Yun yung mga iniiwasan ng mga estudyante, yung taxonomy, kasi mahirap yun. Kakabasada mo yung lahat ng species name, yung genus, yung classification and everything. I ended up taking 4. You're only supposed to take 1 for COB.
Oh my gosh.
So I ended up taking 4. And kaya ako napunta, sabi ko, hindi na nga, ituloy ko na tong EEB. Yun na rin mga nakuha ko mga units eh. And then, parang na-Stockholm syndrome siguro ako sa ecology. And then, I ended up loving the field a lot. I've been to so many field works. Sa Seven Lakes, sa San Pablo, Laguna, sa Calatagan, Batangas, Marine fieldwork,
Dami na nga.
sa Masinloc, Zambales, marine fieldwork rin, sa La Mesa Watershed, which was my undergraduate thesis, sa Mount Makiling,
Mount Makiling,
yes, and
nakapunta ka
everything.
na.
Yes, and Mount Banahaw. So, maraming
Galing.
fieldworks. So, lagi kaming nasa outside the field. So, ganun siya. So, doon ako nag-enjoy sa part na yon. And more importantly, I was really thinking if I'm gonna be a doctor. Kasi
Opo.
ang philosophy ko nung time na yon is, I want to choose a career na I want to leave a legacy. Parang ganun.
Gets.
Something of a footprint sa Philippine, maybe a slice of Philippine history. Sabi ko, paano ko yung magagawa as a doctor? Magagawa ko ba? I think so. Pero as a researcher here, in the top institution in the Philippines, di ba? Parang
Yes.
ang laking opportunity. So, nag-iisip-isip na ako ng time na yun. Kung ano ba talagang career path na gagawin ko. Pero sige, continue. Go, baka yung sagot ko is nasa prompt later.
I see. Pero ang galing na na. Ang galing ng story niyo po, sir, sa
Yes, yes.
Garden UP. Ang daming hard times, pero at least
Right,
na-overcome niyo. Tapos yung mga journeys niyo po. I see. So, based on what you've said kanina, so you do a lot of field work, ang daming aral ng insects and so much more.
Yes.
Pero, we don't really know you behind the scenes kung
Right,
what
right.
you really do that's non-related sa paghahanap ng bug species and everything.
Yes.
I want to ask you, what's something we don't know about you behind the scenes? Like, do you play instruments? Do you watch movies or like whatever?
So, behind the scenes, I'm a musician.
Ay, wow!
Ganon. So, I play the piano a lot. I play piano for leisure and some classical pieces and some modern pieces. But most importantly, I play for our local church, the San Mateo Rizal,
gets.
Santa Cecilia Parish. Shout out Cross Note Choir. So, ayun. I play the piano because I came from a family of musicians.
Ang galing.
So, my father's side, they're all musicians, especially my father can play multiple instruments. When they were young, they played as a bandurria band. Sila magkakapatid, ganun.
Galing.
So, it runs in the blood for us to naturally play
Ang
instruments.
galing.
And apart from that, mga hobbies ko pang nerd talaga, sa totoo
Play
lang.
games.
Well, ang mga games, nung high school ako, yung flight simulator,
Oh my
I
God!
had an entire rig and everything.
May
Yung
ganun
ganun.
ka?
May yung mga joystick, yun, not really professional,
Ah,
pero
akala-
hindi naman yung yoke and everything, mahal yan eh. So,
Ang galing.
yun yung mga lalaro ko ng bata ako. So, when I was in high school, I can start up an A320 from cold start to take off and everything.
Opo, ang
And
galing
everything,
nun.
full everything, mga ganon, Cessna. So, sobrang nerdy. And, well, nawalan ako ng oras gawin yon. Ang mga nilalaro ko naman is mga ano na ngayon, CS2, CSGO, diba? Valorant, gano'n.
Nagbabalot ka rin, sir?
A bit. Hindi ako masyado magaling.
I see.
Pero ayun, mga first-person shooter games.
Natutulog ka pa ba? Charot.
Yes.
Of course.
I sleep a lot, actually. Medyo night owl ako. So, natutulog
night
ako
owl
sa
ka.
umaga, nag-work ako sa gabi.
Gets.
I also do a lot of microscopy.
Micro what, sorry?
Microscopy.
Ano yun?
Microscope.
Microscope,
Yeah.
sorry.
So, I have multiple microscopes sa bahay. And
Oh.
ever since I was young, my first microscope was a gift to me. And then eventually, I bought my own and everything. So,
Grabe, may
I
sarili
have-
kang science lab.
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I do. One half ng kwarto ko ay library science lab and one half ay mga work.
Grabe, may sarili siyang science lab sa bahay niya, guys. Ang galing.
It's for the love of the game. When you're really interested about something,
Opo.
especially, gusto ko kasi parang, I'm naturally curious. Kung may nakikita ko, kahit dahon lang yan, kahit lupa lang yan, anything.
ganun ka
Tinitingnan
rin.
ko talaga siya.
Ang galing mo
So that's what, and pag sa microscope, para siya telescope. May telescope rin ako.
Wait, may telescope ka
Oo, may
din?
telescope rin
Oh my God, ang dami yung...
Pero nung nagte-telescope ako, parang sabi ko, nakikita ko lang naman yung buwan. Yun lang naman may details. Saka yung mga tuldok-tuldok yung mga stars. I do love astronomy, but with microscopes, see an entire cosmos
Opo, totoo.
of microorganisms, and it's so cool. So cool talaga. You guys should do microscopy.
Ang galing. Grabe, may sarili siyang science lab. Hindi ko ma-believe yun. Ang galing.
Right, yes.
I see. Pero it's nice to know that you have other hobbies like gaming, you play music. Tapos grabe yung flight simulator. May ano ka rin pala. You have the rigs and everything.
Well, yes.
I can't believe the sky. Like, hindi ako mapakaniwala na iba yung ano mo. Sobrang iba yung interest from other people.
It's very different.
Super different. It's
Hindi
so
ko alam
cool.
kung anong ininom ko na gatas nung bata ako, pero
Baka umabot ka na sa Ensure.
oo, baka magandang brand.
Magandang brand. Ensure na pala, hindi na siya uminom ng
Oo.
Bear brand.
Pambuto na
Oo, pang ano na agad, pang science stuff na. I see. Pero it's so nice to know Sir Marcos' life. Kasi super ang galing nung life niya. So,
Yes.
in your research journey, ang dami mong mga moments that you enjoyed and there were so many hard moments then.
Alright, yes.
In
of course.
life kasi ganun talaga. I want to ask you, what was one of your best moments and difficult moments na parang hanggang ngayon iniisip mo pa rin that was like, parang ganun. So what was your best moment in your research journey?
Sa akin kasi, lagi akong hirap sagutin yung ganyang question kasi I'm a naturally optimistic person. Sometimes I really fail to see na nahihirapan na ako kasi parang push lang ako ng push kahit parang kawawa na ako.
Opo.
Pero unahin natin siguro yung best moments.
Opo, best moment. Like, di mo siya makakalimutan talaga.
Every single fieldwork, I stop for a moment. Go somewhere a bit far from the group. No? Pero ano
okay.
pa rin. Tapos, I just let it sink in. Na nasa gitna ako ng kawalan. Kasi we go to protected areas. Actually, fieldworks we do are out of sight talaga ng mga tao. In deep protected areas kasi nandun talaga yung mga undisturbed, no? So I work with aquatic insects, and particularly yung aquatic insect ko is one of the most sensitive insects, aquatic insects. So kailangan ko siyang hanapin at tingnan doon sa mga malilinis, mga pristine areas. So whenever I go to field work, I stop and look and say to myself na sobrang swerte ko na isa ako sa mga taong nakapunta doon, one of the few people that can go there, apart from the natives there, of course, no, the local indigenous people there. And that's actually one of the best moments ng research careers ko. That's one of the perks with working with the environment and the ecology around you, is you get to have a deeper sense of connection with the world around you. Like, para sa akin, hindi na lang halaman yung halaman. Hindi na lang bato yung bato.
Gets.
No? Ganon. Hindi na lang uod yung uod. Ganon. Hindi na lang insekto yung insekto. So, and also the triumphs. One of the biggest challenges in Philippine ecology is the lack of people who are actually interested into contributing to the study of what we have here. Ecology entails knowing first what you are going to study. So ecology is parang pag-aaral siya ng behavior, interconnectedness, and interaction of multiple organisms, right?
Yes.
Pero what are those organisms, no? Kilala ba natin sila? And the Philippines is, kita naman natin sa news, home to one of the most biodiverse ecosystems, no? Both marine, terrestrial, freshwater, no? And marami tayong endemic species. So, yung mga species na yun, dito lang makikita sa Pilipinas. And by the fact that they're endemic, means that they may have some kind of behavior to them na dito lang rin sa Pilipinas ma-observe. Contributing to that fact. Yun yung bigger picture sa akin. Nakaka-contribute ako genuinely sa something that could be passed generations down. Mga young researchers. And lastly, yung awards. Of course, it's so fulfilling, no?
Ang dami mong awards.
When you get awards because people recognize that what you do is important. And those awards are really, I don't really see them as mine, but for the work that I do to make some insect, no, some insignificant looking insect, I portray them as something important. That's a very hard thing to do. Parang gamo-gamo lang yung inaaral ko eh. Pero science communication is really, para sa akin, bread and butter of what it takes to instill awareness to the Filipino people.
Yes.
in taking care of the environment and everything. So
I
yun,
see.
yung hard naman. Diba?
What's the hardest moments na parang, parang na-struck talaga sa'yo? Hindi mo
Mm-mm.
siya makalimutan.
Nakakalimutan ako sa mga hard moments eh.
Wow!
Hindi. Ang hard moments is knowing my limitations.
Totoo.
Alam ko naman na marami pang pwedeng gawin. Knowledge is really double-edged sword eh.
Totoo yan.
The fact that you know that you can do it, but you have so many limitations, no?
Mm-mm.
With yourself, with the resources that we have. Alam mo naman sa Pilipinas, di ba? Hindi masyadong supported ang research and development natin dito sa Pilipinas.
Yes.
Nag-scramble pa ang mga scientists natin with fundings, especially with basic science. No? Many funding with the applied science and research, pero sa basic science, which I do, mahirap. Pero, yun magagawan pa ng paraan eh. Pero yung sa sarili ko, kung may limitation ako with myself, kulang ng sipag, kulang ng talino, kulang ng insight, may oversight, ganun.
Opo.
Mahirap yun minsan tanggapin. And sometimes that is what keeps me awake, but also what keeps me going. The fact na I know that I have limitations doesn't mean that I am blocked by that limitation. Ang tingin ko doon is, buti alam ko yung limitation, so I know where to address what maybe is there for me to improve.
Yes.
Right? Of course, yung given na limited yung resources comes with the anxiety.
Opo.
The anxiety of finishing your work.
Mm-mm.
Most of the time, sobrang clutch ng mga findings and talk.
Opo.
Yung nakaraang talk ko sa Mongolia, we applied that nung last year pa.
Mm-mm.
Pero, so I had an entire half a year to prepare for that. Which is
a year.
very long.
Tagal
Pero, given the resources, di ba, kailan dadating to, kailan mo makukuha yung mga samples mo and everything, kailan mo papasequence, kailan mo papano. Inabot ako ng 2 weeks before my talk, wala pa akong data. Wala, as in,
Grabe
wala
yun.
pa akong anything to present. As in, kung mag-represent ako doon, during that day, blanco. Dumating na lang after a week, 1 week before, dumating yung data ko from the sequencing services, no? Yung mga DNA data ko.
Opo.
Now, ginagawa ko yung presentation ko nasa eroplano na ako. No. Doon sa eroplano ko siya ginawa. And natapos ko na yung presentation ko 1 day, 2 days before I have to present it.
Grabe yun. Sobrang, cramming.
Yes, buti na lang trained well ako sa pagka-cram since senior high school. But I don't recommend that. Pero, disclaimer, still, I gave it my best. Sa oral presentation naman, it's all about the delivery. It's all about convincing your, sino man yung mga nakikinig.
Opo.
Diba?
Ang galing. Ang galing nun. Ang daming, grabe. Ang ganda nga ng niya sa rin, ng story. Pero totoo yung sinasabi, may limitations din talaga. Kasi I could say na meron din po talaga in news. I don't know a lot about bugs. Nabagsak ako sa science nun. Pero totoo rin na may mga limitations din po talaga. And
Yes,
totoo, wag kayo mag-cram. Ang hirap nun. Pero alam mo sir, super curious ako. May time ba na takot ka sa bugs?
Ay,
Hindi.
as a matter of fact, I have entomophobia.
Oh!
Yes. Nung pumunta kami sa Mindanao noon, talagang I don't like bugs. Okay? I afraid of them. I deadly afraid of them, especially spiders. At the sight of yung gagambang nasa bahay, nasa CR, yung malaki.
Okay, malaki. Parang,
Yung malaking
parang tarantula.
long-legged thing. Hindi siya tarantula, pero
Long-legged tarantula.
Yeah. Entomologist ako pero hindi ko alam kasi hindi ko inaaral yung gagamba. Ayoko sa kanila. They're not insects by the way, ha? Spiders are not insects.
Hindi? Oh my God!
Hindi sila hexapods. Ano sila? Yung 8-legged, sila? Arachnids sila.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm very afraid. It's really funny how I stumbled across entomology.
Mm-mm.
So, kulang ako ng 4 units
Oo.
nung third year ako. Natitira na lang na merong slot, Bio 118, which is insect biology.
Oh my God.
Entomology. Sabi ko, ano ba to? Bakit ko aaralin to? Takot ako sa insekto. Pero, kailangan kong graduate on time. So, sige, fine. Tinake ko siya, and I ended up loving it kasi I had to work with insects that are dead.
Hindi totoo buhay.
Totoo sila, pero
Ay, hindi siya
we catch
buhay,
them sa
sorry.
net and then we
Hindi
put
siya
them
totoo.
directly sa ethanol and then we manipulate them. It's such an artistic thing kasi you have to pin the insects, you have to dry them, ganon, and everything. So, para kang may crafty thing.
Gets.
Mga butterfly, ganon.
Okay.
Pero dead na sila. So, hindi na sila gagapag-gapag sa akin. Everything na magagana. So, sa field, nakatalokbong ako in everything yung jacket ko and everything. So, hindi sila nakakaano sa akin.
Takot.
Ayoko talaga sa kanila masyado. Pero, ako, over time, na-desensitize na ako kasi I learned na when I touch them, no, ay tutusok-tusok lang naman nila ako. Hindi naman ako kinakagat. Ang kumakagat lang naman is kakaunting insect, mga Hymenoptera, some stinging insects, di ba? So, I ended up loving it. And then, apparently, I was good at dissecting.
Pero nakaano ka na ng frog? Dissect ng frog?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Frog, cat.
Cat?
Yes, cat.
Oh my
Part
God.
yon ng bio, by the way, dito sa IB. You have to dissect a cat or a rabbit. Ganun. So, part siya ng comparative anatomy.
Gets.
Many frogs. And then, yung many insects rin. And with the insects, it's so interesting kasi sobrang liit nun.
Mm-mm.
Ang pinanda-dissect namin actually karayom. Sobrang liit niya.
Get.
And na-notice yun ng then professor ko, which is now my advisor, Dr. Christine Uyabut. And then sabi niya, she invited me if I want to do thesis with her. I had no idea about Plecoptera or stoneflies or any of the insects that I am about to study. I just stumbled across sa ganun.
Gets. Kasi kaya ako gusto ko rin tanungin kasi sobrang, when I was writing the questions, parang sinabi ko sa sarili ko, ang tapang yata ni Sir kaya niyang maghawak ng bugs.
Well, you get desensitized to what you do for a long time.
Kasi ako super takot talaga ako sa mga insects. Like any insects, kahit nga lang gum takot na ako.
Yeah.
Like any talaga, kaya sabi ko ang ano ganun dun, ang brave nyo din dun kasi hindi ko talaga kaya. Like pag nung I actually share ko lang din yung museum dun po dun sa While I Was Waiting for You. Nakaganon lang, sabi ko ano yung mga to? Natatakot ako.
Buhay ba sila?
Ayun nga yung sabi ko gagalaw ba to pag lalagpas ako? Buti na lang hindi. Sobrang natakot ako dun.
Ano siya, yung fear ko sa insects is, na ngayon, depende sa environment.
Gets.
So, kapag nasa field ako, wala kang pakialam. Kasi nasa mindset ko, may insekto dyan. Pero pag nasa bahay ako, tapos dapuan ako ng satik, ganun ako. Ganun ako.
Hindi ko kakayanin talaga.
Actually, gina-judge ako ng iba kong mga kalabmate and mga peers dito. Kasi like, kilala nila ako as the one who works with insects. Pero pag nilalapit ako ng insekto,
imagine mo may unique ka rin, sabi, huy, huwag yung takutin, tapos kinuha mo, tapos in-identify mo. Ano to? Ipis, pero mabait. Tapos sabi, bibigay mo na lang. I see, pero ang galing. May fear ka, pero you overcame it. Kaya ang galing nun.
not really.
I see. So, when you were studying ecology and biology, for sure madami kang lessons na naintindihan and nahirapan. So, I wanted to ask you, sir, what is one lesson na super delisay na intindihan mo siya agad?
Lesson na as in subject lesson?
Yeah, subject lesson. Tapos, what was one hardest lesson na parang it took you time talaga to understand?
Math 21 and Math 22. 20 and 21 pala. So, ayoko talaga ng math. Sobrang niya sa akin. Like, okay, gets ko yung logic na masarap, satisfying, mas solve yung equations, makahanap ng solutions and everything. Sabi nila, lahat dito actually kumukuha ng Math 21 as far as I know. No, para siyang general course na required for all of us, calculus ata siya. Ganun. Gagamitin daw namin kaya siya general. I entered bio, yung mga main subjects ko, none. No. Hindi namin ginamit at all. Okay, so yun, talagang hindi ko talaga siya maitatak sa utak ko. So nakalimutan ko na kung paano mag-solve ng derivatives, ng mga integrals and everything. Kasi sobrang hindi ko siya ginagamit in my... Naiintindihan ko sila, pero hindi ko, not for me to solve and everything. So, hindi, nahirapan din na pala ako sa statistics.
Statistics.
Pero I love statistics. By the way, that's bread and butter rin ng ecologists. So we have to be good at statistics.
Gets.
Okay, and yung nadalian ako, actually, ang pinaka nag-click sa akin is anatomy.
Anatomy?
Anatomy.
Wow.
Ang pinaka... Mababa yung grade ko kay Ma'am Katap doon, Pero sa lab... Hindi, Ma'am Katap is a very good professor. Talagang, natuto talaga ako sa kanya, pero mahirap talaga yung Kent and Carr and everything. Yung mga books namin, talagang very technical kasi siya na subject.
Malaki yung books niyo, ganun.
Pero gets ko siya. Mataas ang grade ko sa laboratory. Siguro, nahirapan lang ako doon sa conceptual parts, no? Pero sa laboratory, I think I did well comparing yung average performance ng mga tao sa laboratory. I can just memorize things with, if I see them, examine them. So yung cat namin, by pair yun yung class. You all have one cat to work with. For
Cat? As in pusa?
pusa.
Okay.
Pusa. To work with the entire semester. So, formalin fixed siya, and it's a whole cut. And then, by the end of the semester, mapupunta kayo hanggang bone. Ganon. So, skin muna,
galing.
tapos integuments naman, tapos yung outer muscles, groups, ganon. So, parang kada week may nangyayari.
Ang galing.
So, lahat yung kailangan kong kabisaduhin within 1 to 2 weeks. Kasi, next system na. Eventually, pagbukas mo ng muscles, mapupunta ka na sa mga nerves, 'di ba? Sa mga what do you call this? Yung mga blood vessels, ganon, etc.
Ang galing.
So it's really fun. And then after nun, pag nabuksan mo na, sa ano ka na, sa gastrointestinal tracts, everything. So yun, nag-click talaga yun sa akin kasi napaka-intuitive niya. This specific set of muscles is called this bone is this. So parang ganun na. Ang nahirapan lang ako sa part na yun is yung origin insertion action. Parang 500 plus na combinations yung kailangan
namin. Ay, grabe yun.
Ano
dami
yun?
nga.
Kasi sa buto mo, meron kang insertion and origins ng muscle. So, 'di ba buto ka? Pero yung muscle may nagpapagalaw ng buto. So, may attachment siya dito, may attachment siya doon. So, yung muscle mo, kung ano man yung muscle na inaaral mo, nakalimutan ko na siya by this time, kailangan mo ring alamin saang buto siya nag-originate, saan buto siya nag-insert, and ano yung action na ginagawa niya kapag active siya. So, does it pronate the arm? Does it, yung ganun parang
galing.
flex and, extend yung ganun.
Ang saya pala ng anatomy, no?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna try it out.
Very
Try it out.
Fun. Especially for the artists, yung mga nagdodrawing ng
Totoo.
ng katawan. And magandang aralin yung anatomy.
True,
It's very intuitive. Even for non-biologists, I think makukuha niyo.
Yes, that's actually very true. Pero ang galing, no? That's, the anatomy pala.
Ay, kasi magdo-doctor pa ako ng time na yun eh.
I see. Pero ang galing ang galing nung anatomy kasi super, rin ako dun when I look at the human body, parang I really wanna study it as well.
The human body is a very interesting piece of specimen talaga.
So true.
So complex.
I see. Ayun. Pero now we're down to the last question of your related to your education. And this will be like an advice session for upcoming students. Kasi for sure, there are other students na they want to study your course, biology, ecology, and so much more that's related to nature. I want to ask, can you give a piece of advice to future people who will take biology? What would you say?
Take nyo lang siya for what it is or your plans. For me, tinake ko siya, magdo-doctor ako. Diba? Hindi ko naman alam na pupunta ako sa career path na to eh. In any course that you take naman, it doesn't really matter as long as it is really what you want to study.
So true.
Because college is, I'm not a big fan of college being a commodity or education being a commodity for some, na parang may nabasa kong literatura sa Filipino noon eh, na parang yung edukasyon daw, parang pabrika yung mga yung mga universities, and they just churn out employees for the companies.
Opo.
No? Napakaswerte ko nakapasok ako sa UP kasi I know for a fact na yung education here engages you how to think. Yun talaga yung sa akin eh. It doesn't matter kung napunta ako sa engineering or napunta ako sa medicine or napunta ako sa nursing. Actually, gusto ko mag-nursing noon. Ang madadala nyo, ang advice ko lang na may bibigay sa inyo is you really have to learn and love to think.
True.
To think. Mag-isip lang. Ganon. Make it a hobby to think. And ang advice ko is, if you get to, kumbaga, masanay kayo sa environment nyo, engage with your environment, no matter how hard or away it is from your comfort zone, i-engage nyo lang. Kasi yung feedback nyo from the environment, that is very important. That is where you set the tone of saan ka magaling, saan ka nararapat. You really just have to try. So, para sa inyo mga papasok ng biology, just take it for what it is and just do your best in everything that you can do your best in, and eventually actually mag-open up yung opportunities. Ako, I just stumbled up across this research and in academia, no? Pero I found out that I am good at it. Kaya, yun yung pinili ko. Naturally, you pick the things that you enjoy and you're good at.
Yes,
diba?
true.
So, ako kasi medyo happy-go-lucky ako eh. in a way na kung ano yung dumating na opportunity, inagrab ko kaagad siya. I think the best advice I can give, although this is may not be an advice for everybody, is don't plan too far ahead. And don't lock yourself into things na force you into a certain path. Kasi may mga moments na mag-open yung mga doors naturally for you.
Yeah.
Because you're with the right people.
Opo.
You're with the right environment. And you get to be in that right environment if you, na ikaw, na kung sino ka bilang iyong sarili.
Yeah.
Diba? Naturally, mapupunta ka doon. And when those moments, pag dumating na yung mga moment na yun, mahirap kapag naiset mo na yung path mo. Paano ka ngayon lilihis?
Oo.
Paano mo i-entertain yung mga nagbubukas ng opportunity sa'yo?
Opo.
And for me, yun yung pinakamahirap siguro na I think i-regret ko so much kung pinili ko talaga na mag-medicine. Kasi nag-NMAT na ako. Mataas naman NMAT ko. Qualified naman ako pumasok sa mga top medical schools. Di ba? Pero pinili ko yung sabi ko, may naturally na nag-open for me na opportunities. And mukha namang hindi ako magugutom sa career opportunity na to. So, I went with this and I think I'm very happy. And yun lang siguro ang biggest advice ko. Not with the course, not with those who are trying to go here, but a general life advice to keep your doors open
I see.
as far as you can. Young pa tayo. Diba?
true.
Wag mo na
Life
isarado yung mga pintuan, mag-open
Yeah.
mga opportunities.
Yeah, we're still young, kaya madami pa tayong
Right.
mapupuntahan. Tama yung sinabi mo. Kaya ayun, kunin nyo yan, yung mga gustong mag-biology, alam kong pinapakinggan nyo to. Trinetin eh. I see. Pero we got to know a lot about your life nung like on your journey. Super ganda, sir. Super na intriga talaga. It made me more interested about like ecology and so much more. And kaya super happy I got to like know about your life
Yes.
as a researcher and everything. Kaya ayun. Pero now we're going to talk about like ourselves. Kasi
Tayo naman.
yeah, like between ourselves. I won't say friendship kasi parang di naman friendship. Acquaintance.
Friends na ngayon.
Ayun, pwede na. Kasi nung una hindi eh. Bigla ko na lang siyang chinat eh. Gusto kong tanungin sa'yo, sir. How did you get to know me? Did you know me ba before I even chatted you?
Actually, no.
Hindi talaga.
Hindi talaga. Siya yung una nag-chat sa akin. Akala ko talaga random vlogger siya. And okay, hindi ako nagsasara ng opportunities for interview with people that I don't know. Kahit anong opportunity na mailabas ko sa public yung importance ng biology and what I do, open ako doon.
So hindi mo, like, you didn't check my profile out? You didn't know that we were friends on Facebook?
Hindi na. Basta binessage ako ni Wam. And then sabi ko, gusto niya akong interview. Sabi ko, busy pa ako during that time kasi I was preparing for the conference which was last week, no? And then, chinat niya na rin after conference. Sabi niya, free na daw ako ngayon. Ayun nga, sinabihan ko siya free na ako ngayon. Okay, sige. I gave Wam a chance. And then, here we are.
Yeah, and
Hindi ko na
then
chineko.
you didn't know that I was a Marista din.
Hindi, kanina ko lang nalaman.
Yeah. Parang you asked me, saan ka nag-senior high school? Sabi, Maris dun po. Tapos sabi, Marista ka rin pala.
Oo, hindi ko alam. Kung alam ko, edi sana chinika ko na siya sa chat. Pero yun, buti na surprise
Sobrang
ko.
formal namin sa chat.
oo.
Sabi ko, wait lang, ang formal na tong lalaking ito, hindi ko kakayanin. If I thought you already knew, hindi pala.
Hindi.
You already knew nung,
Naging instant friendship kami nung
when he
nalaman
found
ko.
out, kasi I met him as a friend of a friend. Kasi one of our teachers dati in senior high school, talk show ka din sa kanila. Parang presentation ka.
Presentation, parang motivational speak.
Yeah, like that. For a STEM club.
As if na motivate sila.
Uy! For a STEM club. Tapos nakita ko siya when the prof posted about it. So super na-interest ako. Sabi ko, okay, sige. So I asked a friend of mine na kilala ka rin. Tapos he told me some things about it. Sabi ko, sige, lista ko na yung pangalan niya. Baka I'll message him soon. Pero when the time na nakita ko na sa news outlets that you found the new new stonefly species.
Daw.
Sabi ko, sige, kailangan ko na interviewin to. Maganda to. Kaya I was like, here we are. That's
Shy
it.
type pa naman.
I was like, ang galing na punta ka na rin sa mga news outlets as a broadcaster myself.
Oo.
Pero yeah, that's how we got to meet. Kaya parang it wasn't natatawa lang ako na na hindi mo pala alam na marista ako.
Hindi.
I see. Pero you didn't have the first impression sa akin, no?
Wala naman. Ano lang, professional siya. Pag-usap kasi siya, professional kami nakipag-usap sa Messenger, Tapos pina-email ko pa siya para may record yung advisor ko may nangyayari sa akin. So,
kailangan bang malaman ng advisor mo?
well, it's just common practice for me to let her
gets.
know whatever is happening to me. Kasi it's our research, no? So, in
Sa
representing
bagay,
something.
oo.
So, pinapaalam ko naman sa kanya. Pero hindi naman niya siguro binasa yun. Binasa mo ba, Ma'am Tin? Okay.
I see.
Ayan.
Ayun. Pero ako, first impression, sabi ko, ba't ang formal ni sir? Like, sabi mo, hindi mo ba ako kilala?
Nung hindi ko nga siya na-imagine kung anong itsura niya. So, nung first time ko siya nakita nakaupo dyan, which by the way, pinaghintay ko siya na matagal kasi wala yung cellphone ko.
Isang oras
Which is a very, very eventful morning for me, pero nahanap ko naman siya. Thank you. Shout out doon sa Kuyang Sorbetero na nakapulot. Ayan. Okay, so, ang first impression ko kay Wam is matangkad siya.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
Ang tangkad niya.
When you were gonna say that.
Matangkad, ang daming matangkad na marista. Bakit ako hindi ako matangkad? Diba?
Nagulat din ako.
Anong mali?
Nagulat din ako. Sabi ko, sandali, baka mas matangkad ako. Sabi ko, ayoko mo nang tumayo. Malapit ka na. Hi, sir.
Oo.
Lalaki ko pala.
Hindi na siya tumayo. Tumayo ka ba ba nun?
Tumayo ako. Tapos bigla ako umupo. Sabi ko, feeling ko na-intimidate sa akin.
Kumbaga parang, pag nakatayo siya, nakaganan na ako eh.
Oh,
Pag
as in, super. Like, you were, I think, around chest level kaya ata sa akin.
Yes. Matangkad si Wam.
Yeah, I'm like 5'11".
Oo. Kaya kapag merong news, di ba, yung parang makikita mo kagad yung nangyayari. Di ba? Mare-report niya.
Totoo.
Oo, kasi nakataas yung ulo niya sa mga...
Totoo. Gagano na lang ako. Baka mas matangkad pa yung sapatos ko. I see. Pero that's our friendship, the beginning.
Yes.
Ngayon lang ginanap.
Right.
And yeah, it's funny kasi we didn't know each other and now we know na. I see. So we're down for the last question for today. And this is this is regarding your future. So again, tama yung sinabi mo kanina na ang dami mong doors to open and to check out and explore and so much more kasi again, bata ka pa. Ilang taon ka na ba, sir, if it's okay to ask?
23.
23 ka pa lang?
Ilang taong ka na?
20.
O, di ba? 3 taon lang gap namin talaga. 23 lang ako, guys.
Well, hindi ko naman sinabing mas upper ka. Akala ko mga ka-same age lang tayo.
Hindi, 23 ako.
I see. Ayun, so you're 23, so of course, ang dami pang
Sobra.
chapters in your life.
Dami pa.
Oo. So I want to ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years, realistically?
In 5 years, sana patapos na mag-PhD. Ganon. Kung hindi man, well, nagpi-PhD kasi pag after masters, it depends eh. I can either work for government or pero ang plano ko talaga, ang isang udyok sa akin para mag-masters and mag-academia is gusto ko talaga magturo. So, may ka magturo.
You want to become a teacher?
Oo. Even when I was young, nagtuturo ako sa sarili. Yung mga stuffed toy ko nandun sila, tapos tinuturuan ko sila ng mga, kunwari, kunwari nasa classroom ako, tapos tinuturo ko yung mga stuffed toy ko ng mga science stuff.
So cool.
Ganon. So, I really have a passion for speaking in front of people and teaching, no? So, when I realized na pwede akong maging professor, or pwede akong magturo and everything, sabi ko, wala mawawala sa akin. Kung
so
dito,
cool.
ito tatahakin ko. And I think, genuinely, I think teaching is one of the noblest profession.
Yes.
Kasi you are bringing up a whole generation of thinkers. I think that's very important. No? In the world that we live today, na hindi na halos nag-iisip yung mga tao, no? Talagang kung ano na lang masabi. I think we really need a lot of good educators and I aim to be a good educator. So in a few years, sana leading to that path na ako. Either teaching or taking up my higher education, which I hope to be the terminal last education kasi at tagal ko na nag-aaral. Pero ganun talaga sa academia. Matagal nag-aaral kasi kailangan maraming alam.
True, I see. So you want to be a professor talaga?
Oo naman. Yan ang ending sana. Oo.
I see.
Kung saan man, pero gusto ko nagtuturo sa mga estudyante.
That's really nice. I really like that future. Kaya ka PhD.
Parang
nag-masters.
No-brainer sa akin na mag-pursue kung meron namang opportunity.
I see. Ang galing. Pero to be honest, sir, getting to know your life talaga. When you were studying, bago ka nag-masters, and then now your life in the fieldwork, biology, ecology, and so much more.
Yes.
And your future din, ang galing din nun. I'm super happy that we got to do this interview.
Thank you.
Kasi super, again, I got so intrigued talaga from
Yeah.
his life, and I was like, I really want to know. Again, it's very unique that I got to interview a person and become friends with a person that's related to the nature world.
Yes.
Kaya I
Ako bang
was,
first nature?
yeah, wala
Stuff.
akong kakilala.
Mm.
That, like, you're the first one. Kaya when I saw that, when I was checking your Facebook, kasi before I added
Tinok
you.
niya ako.
But yeah, you're my first friend that's related to the nature.
To the
world.
nature
Yeah,
world.
I don't know anyone talaga. Kaya I was, again, wanted to know your life and everything. And finally, we got to do it. Kaya thank you, sir, for joining in Talk with
Thank
Navy.
you. My pleasure.
Of course. But before we end, I want to give you a little special reward. This is actually first time. This is exclusive, actually. Binigay ko lang to sa guest ko nung birthday party ko. Pero I realized I had an extra one.
I feel so honored.
So here's a shirt from Talk with Wavy.
Wow!
And my business card is there na rin po.
Thank you so much.
Ayan. So ano yan, sir? 4XL. Charot.
Ah.
Sobrang laki.
Hindi, ano to? Seryoso?
Large.
Hindi, pwede naman pambahay.
4XL.
Medium ako pero okay naman.
Yeah, kasi that's
Right.
the general size.
Ang galing.
Yeah, it's dry fit din, kaya
Yeah.
it's very comfortable.
Thank you so
And, ayan.
much.
Of course, dapat makita ko suot mo yan sa habang fieldwork. Charot.
Yes.
Preno mo.
Susuotin ko yan.
Yeah. Dapat lang. Pero yeah, that's all. Thank you all for watching our episode with Sir Marco. If you guys did enjoy, let us know by giving the video a like, comment down below, subscribe, turn on notifications so you guys miss any videos of me. And for everyone that's listening on Spotify right now, hi, hello. Thank you so much for listening. Please support the podcast and so much more. And also follow Talk with Wave on Instagram to check out new previews and new episodes to be dropped every week on the channel. And yeah, that's all. But yeah, that's all. Thank you all so much for
Thank
watching.
you.
This is Sir Marco. I'm Ma'am de Guzman. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.